Hey Heat, all who enter. KU's TBT run may be over, but Matt Street made sure to make some noise.
Kansas versus Missouri and, our guys versus theirs.
Team Purple and Black may have had an early exit, but it looks like K-State basketball is going to be good for a long time.
According to CBS Sports, John Rothstein, Tang, and K-State are finalizing a contract extension.
And new contracts aren't the only thing the Cats are cooking.
That's the best one we had so far.
The KU football defense will be turning up the heat this fall.
Any program is going to feel, kind of disrespected, but we take it to the chin.
Some former K-Staters want to make an impact in the league.
Just impress the coaches, because at the end of the day, if you don't press the coach, you're not going to get on the field.
We're in the dog days of summer, but this show is cool as ever.
Playing professional baseball is something that I've dreamed of since I started playing baseball at a very young age.
Get the popcorn ready. K-Nation is on the air.
K-Nation, sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, we're cooking up something good, and so are the Cats. How K-State is teaching its football players to cook for themselves while meeting their football goals.
And Kenny Logan Jr. is becoming a K-Nation staple. In a one-on-one interview, he helps us preview the KU defense and settles a Big 12 debate.
Plus, the future of a program is just as important as its present. Derek Young from K-State Online dedicates so much time to the wild world of recruiting. He helps us understand which recruits to look out for this season and more. Welcome to K-Nation. I'm Lainey Gerber.
And I'm Landon Reinhart. When I think of summer sports, there's one thing that comes to mind.
Baseball.
Basketball.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's basketball season here at the K-Nation studios. TBT's pretty awesome, but there's some exciting news out of Manhattan, Lainey.
Yeah, definitely. There's no official word from the university yet, but according to CBS's John Rothstein, Jerome Tang and K-State basketball have reached a contract extension agreement after an Elite 8 run, 26-10 record, and being named the National Coach of the Year in just year one. AD Gene Taylor wanted to lock him up for a longer commitment. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
And speaking of the Cats, Purple and Black is back in TBT action this year.
Yeah, the K-State alumni opened up the tournament against the guys St. Louis. It was a smooth 72-59 win. Then they got to play again the next day. Round 2 against Team Arkansas. Mike McGurl helped spark a comeback after Purple and Black trailed by as much as 18. Even in transition, he finds a slashing Khalid Thomas here, who hammers it down to a single-digit lead for Team Arkansas. The former Hogs kept pouring it inside, though. Just before the Elam ending, Kamal Stokes, a 3 in the foul, the 4-point play. They head to the Elam. Target score set at 63 after an Arkansas bucket. Another 3 from a girl there. But that's all the Cats had in their bag. Their TBT run ends in round 2. The KU alum, though, are in their first year as a TBT squad and automatically get a 1 seed. First game against We Are D3. It's a challenge for them, but it sets up Mass Street for a matchup as old as time, Lainey.
Yeah, round 2 is the KU alumni versus the Mizzou alumni. Border war goes beyond the NCAA, really. Mass Street jumps out to a quick lead. Tyshawn Taylor bounced to Jamari Trailer there. It's always a sentence that's fun to say.
Trailer with trailer.
There you go. Mass Street goes up 20-8 in the first quarter.
Dominant.
The Show Me squad shows us it can hang. The KU alumni led by just 2 heading into the Elam ending. TBT doesn't do a full 4 quarters. It does use an Elam ending, so they stop the clock for the last few minutes and set a target score. And to get that target score, they add 8 points to the leading team's score. And the
Every
first
game ends on a bucket.
Definitely. The first team to reach that target wins. The men in crimson and blue do just that, winning 69-65 and earning a date with Heartfire earlier today. Or Heatfire. Heartfire? It was Heartfire.
Heartfire, yeah. Med students. Heartfire, they did not take it easy. They were ready to make a statement against the 1 seed. Mario Little with the move to get to the block, fadeaway, cash money. Mass Street has to work for a small lead in the first quarter, but it trails by 8 at the half and can never really get back in it. Heartfire, the Med students, led by as much as 18 late in the game and wins by 13. Final is 73-60. and this is where Mass Street's TBT run ends.
Man, TBT was fun to watch this year.
And the Elam ending, every game ends on a bucket, so unless it's a free throw, every game's, a buzzer beater, and they're running around the court celebrating.
Yeah, that's true. That is fun to see. We love buzzer beaters.
And speaking of fun basketball, KU women's basketball, they're going to be going international. Jayhawks will play a couple of exhibition games in Rome and Athens.
Yeah, they're going to be gone from August 6th through the 16th, which is a lot earlier than basketball season usually starts. We did say it was basketball season.
We did say it's not baseball, it's basketball.
Besides the 2 exhibition games, they'll have time to do some touristy stuff. Denai Papadopoulou is from Greece, so this is going to be an especially cool trip for her with her team here going back home.
Yeah, you must have been practicing that name because that was flawless.
Actually, not to toot my own horn, but the first time I ever read her name, it just rolled off my tongue.
Shout out. I'll give you props for that. We'll go on to some more basketball now. Jalen Wilson still making headlines. Wilson is on the All-NBA Summer League second team with the Nets. He averaged 17.6 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game, all while averaging 30 minutes a game. He helped Brooklyn to a 3-2 Summer League record and a semifinals berth in the Summer League tournament.
All that sounds like more than just second team to me, but what do I know?
Well, he's a former Big 12 Player of the Year, so, I think
it evens out, maybe.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Well, the MLB draft came and went a little over a week ago, and we finally had time to catch up with a lot of our local guys who are making it to the big leagues.
And we count 5 guys total for K-State. There's Nick Goodwin, Brady Day, Herman Fajardo. For KU, Colin Baumgartner, and Cole Elvis.
We could talk forever about their place in the league, but sports are meant to be fun. We all dream of being a big leaguer, getting that call. You're going to be a big leaguer. That's a dream come true for all of them. Here's 4 of those guys' got the call moment.
The TV that we were watching it on was actually behind the tracker, so I had I guess all of my friends, stuff like that, were watching the tracker, so they saw that. So then my phone starts blowing up before I even see my name get called on TV. Saw the Blue Jays pick was up. My agent texted me and just said Blue Jays.
Talked to the Rockies actually a little bit earlier on day. It was day 3 of the draft, and they gave me a call and just said they were really interested. And they're not sure, but they would definitely want to be in touch. So that gave me a little idea that okay, there's a good chance I could be a Rocky. For the draft, I got a text before I knew it. I was on the phone accepting a deal with it.
Mariners gave me the opportunity to start my pro career, and where I'm at right now in my career, I thought it was the best decision just to leave K-State, but I owe everything to K-State. It was a great college, a great place. Got to develop there. I get really fired up, especially late in the games, making those big pitches for my team.
Said they were interested, asked if I was healthy, and on that call is when they asked if I wanted to sign, and of course I said yes. I got the call Thursday or Friday, and I left on Sunday.
Man, that has to be such a cool feeling, Lainey, to get that call. Will Brennan with the Guardians, the only K-State player currently in the big league, so we're going to have to ask one of these guys to hurry up and make it in there so we have someone fun to watch.
Yeah, we need more guys to watch during the season. It's a long one. Well, speaking of K-Nation athletes in the pros, Chiefs camp is underway in Kansas City. First-round draft pick Felix Anudike-Uzomah and undrafted free agent Eko Boydo had very different paths to get on the team, but they're both in the same spot now, and they both share this. They are playing close to home. King Felix grew up in Lee's Summit, which is just down the road from Kansas City, and Boydo grew up in Lawrence, which is also just down the road from Kansas City in the other direction. They share what it's like playing for the team they grew up with.
I can't really go to grocery stores because everybody thinks I'm a celebrity now, so it's very different, I will say, but at the same time, it comes with the price, being drafted to hometown and all that stuff. So I knew if me doing that's going to come. So I just had to move differently.
It's just a blessing, man. Just being pretty much a homegrown guy. Went to Kansas State from Lawrence, and now I'm here with the Chiefs, man. And I just can't ask for any more.
I want to make it clear with King Felix there. He called himself a celebrity, but he's also quick to say that he's humble. That's what other people have been calling him. He's still hanging out with his high school friends.
He feels like he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he's being called a celebrity, but him himself, he's just same old Felix.
Yeah, he seems like the same guy out there. We love to see it.
Yeah, and it makes it easier for us to get to cover him just down the road.
Yeah.
Well, don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. Coming up on K-Nation, KU safety Kenny Logan Jr. is back on the show. He talks football, but more importantly, the drippiest man in the Big 12. That's coming up.
That's a debate as old as time. But first, put on your chef's hat. There's something cooking in Manhattan, and it's actually food. How the K-State nutrition team is turning the cats to cooks is after the break.
Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day you'll be able to transform this pile of plastic pieces into a superbot, which could transform you from just Julian's dad into Julian's hero. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today.
See that kind gentleman over there? He's fixing my windshield. What happened to your windshield? A rock chipped it, and Topeka Auto Glass is repairing the chips so that I don't have to replace the whole windshield.
That had to save you a lot of money.
It did. And they called ahead so I knew when they were coming.
Finally, a company that cares about my time.
Oops.
Sports! We have everything
that you're looking for
at Play It Again Sports.
New and used sports and fitness equipment with used up to 50% off retail.
You can create your own discount by trading in and trading up. Sell us your gear and get cash on the spot, or even get store credit.
Play It Again Sports has something for every athlete. All seasons, all sports, on any budget. We're open every day in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
Game on! Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
Oh,
couldn't do it.
Welcome back to K Nation. Football players have to eat. You look at them, they're pretty big, they're pretty muscular, and we know that these football programs feed them very well, but players don't always have access to the facilities when they're at home or they're out of town, or when they want a midnight snack and they're 18 to 22 years old.
That's also a fair point. And to give K-State football players a little edge, the nutrition program hosts Cooking with the Cats 3 times a week to help some Wildcats that may not be chef ready. Some grew up in the kitchen, some have never cracked an egg. Cooking with the Cats helps refine skills, cooking healthier meals as well.
We do Cooking with the Cats 3 times a week down here in the fuel station, just part of the way we feed them besides the performance table. They're easy meals, they're like 5 to 10 minutes. We walk them through it all and try to make them pretty nutritious.
Try and find stuff that they enjoy so that they'll actually take what they learn here and use it outside.
Not just everything's on the field, everything's also in here nutrition. And that's what our great staff does. They provide these for us to get us right. If you're not eating right, it don't matter. So stuff like this really helps us build our bodies and to be better football players. I just think that nutrition is the key. We always got to eat. We got to put on a whole lot of calories, a whole lot of pounds. Our staff right here really truly helps us. So we're all appreciative of it.
I came in with a little experience, but with the teaching from our staff with the nutrition, they really helped me with like taking my cooking level to another stage. You know what I'm saying? So I really do thank them for teaching me and giving me the stuff, the things I need to do to cook.
My mom taught me how to cook a lot, mom and dad. And then here, they taught me how to cook healthier. Because a lot of stuff I cook at home is not really the best for you, but it tastes good though.
And Lanny, if you weren't a sports broadcaster, I want to know, what would you want to be?
Cooking with the Cats.
Sounds like a fun plan B, but how about
I
this?
always had a few backup plans, but I don't think I'll need them.
Yeah, how about this backup plan though from KU pitcher Colin Baumgartner? We showed you early in the show that he was signed by the Rockies after the draft, but if he didn't get the call, he had plans to enter law school. Most people's plan A. Coach Fitz getting studs on and off the mound, and Baum is excited to put law school on hold.
I was actually super excited when the Rockies called because I don't know if I was fully mentally prepared to be an attorney, all the reading and paper stuff you got to look into for law school. But yeah, it's just, I've always been a big proponent of having a plan B. And obviously baseball is something that I just really want to play until they tell me I can't anymore. So, I'm going out and giving it my all every single day. But, I know baseball isn't, forever. So I always had the law school in the back pocket just in case. But I'm really glad I'm down here in Arizona still playing baseball.
Imagine that. You are so good at playing baseball that you can say no to law school and go be a professional athlete instead.
I mean, I would rather be a
We could
professional
do
athlete.
it.
Yeah,
We could
I'd
not
love
do
to
it.
see you out on the mound with Colin Baumgartner there.
We'll stick around. Coming up after the break, one of our favorites, KU safety Kenny Logan Jr. is back on K-Nation. We spoke with him at Big 12 Media Days in Texas, and he is ready to lead the Jayhawk defense in his final year.
Come out to the biggest party in the heartland, the Country Stampede. Headliners include Hardy, Lee Rice, and Cody Johnson. July 13th through 15th. Tickets and camping on sale now at countrystampede.com.
Protect your home from sudden power outages with a Generac home standby generator, installed by Shockwave Electric's certified experts. Call Shockwave Electric for all your commercial and residential electrical services.
Hi, this is Voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Growing the market for Kansas-made E15 is a win-win for Kansans. What's E15? It's fuel with 15% ethanol compared to the usual 10% in regular unleaded. E15 is more affordable, has better performance, and runs cleaner than regular unleaded, meaning Kansas drivers can go further for less. From helping Kansas farm families by stabilizing grain prices, helping Kansas become more energy independent, and adding more than 4,000 jobs in Kansas, more of our money stays right here at home because of ethanol. Visit fueledbykansas.com to find a station near you.
Mental health is about emotional health and brain health.
Healthy children and families, and a healthy Kansas.
Go to acmhck.org to find your local community mental health center.
Come out to the biggest party in the heartland, the Country Stampede. Headliners include Hardy, Lee Rice, and Cody Johnson. July 13th through 15th. Tickets and camping on sale now at countrystampede.com.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Now, this KU football program has seen a lot of people rotate in and out the past few years, but one mainstay has been Kenny Logan Jr.
Yeah, so K-Nation's Glenn Kinley caught up with him at the Big 12 Media Days in Texas to see his thoughts before he enters his actual final season.
Kenny, appreciate your time. Big 12 Media Days, third appearance for you, second one in person. What does it mean to be here and get football season ready to go?
Just exciting to be back in this atmosphere. It gives you the chills because, you know, this is where the Big 12 championship is played at, but just being able to come back here and just to see the different teams and the excitement around our program and other programs in the Big 12 is fun.
When people talk about KU, a lot of people are talking about the offense right now. What are you doing? What is your defense doing to make it that people are talking about the offense and the defense?
I mean, in the offseason, Coach brought in some great guys to help us come along and help us go in the right direction, but I feel like we like staying in the dark. We glad the offense got the attention right now. That's how it should be, but we're going to make sure we go out in the season and just, you know, try to complement them in the best way we can.
I know you're going to say you guys try to ignore the outside noise, but pick to finish ninth in the Big 12. Is that a little fuel to the fire for you guys at all?
Of course, any program, even though you're not going to really talk about the outcome goals and then what people project you, any program is going to feel, you know, kind of disrespected, you know, but we take it to the chin, we put it up, and we're going to keep working and make sure when it's time, everybody's going to know.
You've been at KU for a long time. Is this your last year of eligibility? We got one more year. I can get a chance started around here.
No. This is it. This is it. This is the last one. It's going to be the best one.
Yeah. What are we hoping to accomplish in last year, whether that's a personal perspective or a team perspective?
Just make sure that we get 1% better as a team, and then for myself, just making sure I take the proper steps to be a leader to help this team grow and help us trend in the right direction.
Do we think Jalen Daniels has the best swag in the Big 12? He's pretty dripped out today.
He has the best swag in the Big 12. I play in the Big 12.
Oh, okay.
I play in the Big 12. So he clean today. That's my boy. He's very fresh today, but I feel like I got the best swag.
He learned it all from you, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, sweet, man. Anything else you want us to know for Media Days?
That's pretty it.
All right. Appreciate your time, man.
Well, fall camp starts for the Jayhawks in just a few days, so we're going to be seeing a lot more of him.
Best swag in the Big 12.
There you go. Well, coming up after the break on K-Nation, we have a special guest in studio. It is K-State Online's Derek Young, co-host of the 3 Mob podcast, and so much more. He's a recruiting insider, and we'll get all the scoops right after the break.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Ground-shaking forces will rumble the Menards NHRA Nationals, presented by Pet Armor, August 11th through 13th, with breakthrough star
Tony Stewart Racing has entered the history books,
and racing legend
John Forrest collects his 155th career victory.
Don't miss this action-packed weekend. Kids 12 and under are free with general admission. Get your tickets today at NHRA.com for the Menards NHRA Nationals, presented by Pet Armor, August 11th through 13th.
Out on the road, you got to play it safe. But after a crash, you got to play it smart. Call Devon James.
If you've been hurt in a motorcycle wreck, you can't afford to let the insurance company steer you wrong.
At Devon James, our motorcycle lawyers have recovered millions for riders just like you.
If you have to lay it down, wise up and lawyer up. Call these guys. Motorcycle crash, Devon James wins. Call or text 888-8888.
Meaningful relationships built upon trust is a founding principle of the Trust Company. We help individuals and businesses create tailored financial plans and diversified investment strategies that adapt over time to your unique needs. Because we are independent, we can offer flexibility and creativity that many advisors and trust departments can't. If you aren't sure where to start or you're looking to make a fresh start, contact us today for a free consultation.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Summer's a big time for coaches to recruit, so we have someone who keeps track of all of that craziness joining us today.
Yeah, Derek Young from K-State Online is joining us to break down the craziness, like you said. Derek, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, as always, thanks.
Yeah, so the summer, as we've seen, coaches have been going out. The Tang Gang has been rolling 4 and 5 deep sometimes at these recruits games. Just who should fans be keeping their eyes on for football or basketball this year, hoping that they become a Wildcat?
Yeah, the big stuff right now is probably the football stuff for Chris Kleiman and company. They got 2 recruits that they're really kind of zeroing in on at this point. One from the state of Kansas, and Michael Boganowski of Junction City. He's going to visit all 3 of Kansas State, Kansas, and Oklahoma in the next couple weeks, so maybe we'll find a conclusion about where he's going to go to school.
Yeah, he's a name that I've been hearing bounced around a lot.
Well, as far as recruiting goes, you know, obviously K-State was good enough with the players they have to win a title last season, but this is for football and basketball. When you have teams that go far, you know, win a Big 12 championship, make the Elite Eight, how does recruiting change as far as players that you're able to get?
Yeah, I would say for Kansas State basketball especially, they were starting to get into living rooms that otherwise they probably couldn't a year ago when they were still trying to establish themselves. So it's kind of having a bigger profile at this point. You know, for football, you're recruiting against the likes of Oklahoma, Nebraska, even Alabama, and a few different cases in the last 12 months. So the profile is really elevated for both programs. And you look at Jerome Tang and Kansas State basketball, they're recruiting against Duke, UConn, who just won a national championship, KU, they beat out David Castillo for. So the profile is certainly elevated for both the football and basketball programs.
And now that football's been practicing a little bit, this freshman class has some big local guys in it and some other guys just from around the country that we've been following through their recruitment. What have you heard about them and their development as they become college football players?
Yeah, certainly Avery Johnson is a household name that everyone remembers from Mays High School. Just a year ago, set all the records, was probably the best player in the state by a very wide margin. He actually enrolled at campus in January, so he's been at Kansas State for 6 or 7 months. Obviously, they know who their quarterback is already, and Will Howard. But Avery Johnson, a guy with the speed and the playmaking and the athleticism that might be hard to keep off the field. Now, he's not going to play a lot of quarterback, if any, but a guy with that speed and ability to make things happen when the ball is in his hands. You got 4 games while you can still redshirt, so they might take that into consideration and utilize it.
That is so beneficial, having those 4 games.
And then, a guy like Avery Johnson, where K-State Twitter was hammering it, like, you need to come here, and now he's going to sit behind Will Howard. What have you seen from Avery Johnson to keep those fans excited for the homegrown kid?
Yeah, it's certainly everything you saw when he was in high school, whether he can really rip it through the air with his arm. But you'll probably see first and foremost his speed and athleticism. He's a guy with a lot of twitch and explosiveness, really a threat to score every time he touches the ball. So when he makes an impact at Kansas State, it'll first probably be with his legs before the arm, but I think both will come at some point.
And is there any freshmen who you think we could actually see on the field this year a little bit? I know football rosters are huge and redshirting is so common now for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I think defensively there's probably maybe a bigger opportunity. When we spoke to a lot of the players and head coach Chris Kleiman at Big 12 Media Days in Arlington, they talked a lot about Austin Romaine, a linebacker from Missouri, which really wasn't even on our radar at that point. Even at linebacker, you're probably thinking Asa Newsom, who was a 4-star that they signed from the state of Iowa. So Austin Romaine is kind of, probably flown under the radar, but kind of rose to the surface. And Kenigel Thomas, a cornerback that we've heard a lot about. Chidi Obiazor, a defensive lineman out of Minnesota. He got there in January with a lot of work to do, but just had a great offseason, someone that could push for playing time as well.
And then while we had the time, you got the podcast, the 3 Mile podcast with the other K-State Insider guys. Give us a little plug. What are you guys talking about this summer? Yeah,
well, we're probably really going to start to get into the preview series and start really breaking down position by position, maybe even games, see where we think Kansas State will fall in the Big 12 pecking order when we're sitting here in December, because we did that last year, kind of just a projection. Now, I think we got the record wrong. I think all 3 of us were kind of at 10-2, but we all did have Kansas State making the Big 12 championship game. So maybe we'll see where we have them this year and see if we can kind of have a good foreshadowing moment once again.
Wow. What do you think about K-State's schedule really quick?
Yeah, the schedule is interesting. I think in ways they didn't get a lot of favors because of who they play on the road. I think Oklahoma State on a Friday night is going to be an interesting game at an interesting part of the schedule. But if you look at their 7 home games in Manhattan this year, all 7 very winnable. So you go undefeated at home, you leave yourself a lot less work to do on the road, which is obviously more challenging. And you could be sitting there in Arlington in the first week of December just like you were a year ago.
Yeah. All right, Derek, thank you so much for joining us. And you guys stick around because there is more K-Nation after the break.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Dillon's, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Dillon's, fresh for everyone.
Properties that are for sale by owner are typically on the market longer, sell for significantly less, and leave a seller open to potential legal problems than those properties sold with the assistance of a realtor. A home may be the largest and most complicated transaction you'll ever make. Trust a realtor with the ethics, expertise, and education to act in your best interest and guide you through the process. Find homes for sale in Northeast Kansas and a Sunflower Association realtor member that's right for you at sunflowerrealtors.com.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, existing current Toyota owners or lessees can get up to $1,000 loyalty cash on the purchase or lease of a new 2023 Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Cox Mobile, we know other mobile companies like you to stay put with one type of plan. But we know life can take you anywhere, which is why you get the freedom to choose a data plan that actually fits you and the ease of changing it up anytime. Choose between pay-as-you-gig or gig unlimited, all while running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. Flexibility feels good. Cox Mobile, we're different because you're different.
At Dillon's, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Dillon's, fresh for everyone.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It was a couple days later.
Well, as part of the global Barbenheimer phenomenon, We wanted to play a little Barbie or Oppenheimer with our favorite K-Nation athletes.
Here's where we think some of our stars would fall in those categories.
This is scientifically proven. So Grady Dick up there is obviously a Barbie. So is Holly Kerskeeter and Jean Taylor. They're all Barbies. Holly Kerskeeter literally has a Barbie t-shirt that she said is her favorite shirt.
How could she not be? And how can you not look at Grady Dick's outfit and think, yep, that's a Barbie?
He is a Barbie,
but
for
in a good way.
And our Oppenheimers, Ayoka Lee, Lance Leipold, and Pete Hughes. Yoki, an explosive game on the court, but she's quieter when you talk to her.
I am become death on the court. She'll kill the opponents.
Pete Hughes also kind of goes with no explanation. He is Oppenheimer. Well, thank you so much for watching K-Nation this week.
We'll see you guys next week.
The coaches, I feel like they're the best staff in the nation. They gave us the freedom to develop and be ourselves.
I actually didn't tell them I was coming back. I snuck back on them, but I wanted to see it through.
BJ Payne, and we're here with K-Nation. We cooking with the Cats.